Okay, Paul, so where are we going today?
Today's trip is going to take us to Burlington, New Jersey, to the Burlington Drawbridge. And we're going to be flying with the Jersey Droners.
Well, that sounds like fun. We don't normally fly in large groups. We kind of fly on our own, don't we?
We do.
This is something new. These guys have to learn something about safety standards and flight lines and flight plans and flying in formation and follow me and all that other good crap. You know what I mean?
I do.
All right. So, what do you say? Are you ready?
Let's go.
Here we go.
Yeah, baby.
Here comes the sun. Over that away. There it is. I got it. We're headed this way.
Wow.
Yeah. That's going to be beautiful morning. Today's going to be an amazing day.
30 minutes ago, I would have...
So we got a little bit of sun there. That there's from a boat ramp near where we flew from.
Here.
And somebody's dog is having a good time in the water. And there's boats out there. Yes, there are. And here's the bridge. So what is this bridge called, Paul?
Burlington Bridge.
The Burlington Bridge. It looks like it's got some kind of a drawbridge to it.
Yeah, it goes up and down.
Oh, cool. Oh, the whole thing.
The whole thing.
So both towers have a lift on each side. Okay, so now we're going underneath. This is the park we'll be flying from. And there's bridges everywhere here. This is going to be really good place to fly. And in the middle, that's an island. That's Burlington Island there in the middle. So we're going to be flying from a park
right
nearby
up here
there.
on the left.
Yep. All right. Wow. It's going to be cool. So this here's a time lapse of our flight and our flight line at the Burlington Bridge. And I just have a thing about people flying behind me. I don't like that. And I made a big ruckus about it. And they all lined up and nobody flew behind anybody there. So that was good. And we had a good time. Yeah, baby. So let's go up. Are you ready? Well, okay, let's take a look at this bridge now. And this is Paul taking most of this footage here. I like to do my 360s, and my 360s didn't come out so well. But I also did map another part of this park that we flew from. So we'll take a look at that later. Now we're just going to go under the bridge here. And then we're going to take some stills from the other side. There we go. It's a nice diagonal oblique angle there. The colors are dull and dreary because it was just kind of hazy that day. And I don't like to get up over the middle of these things, so I let Paul take these shots. But anyway, yep. So this is a panorama. I think Paul did this one and it came out pretty good because mine turned out real crappy. I'll show you in the end. This the software stitched these images together extremely well. Very few scooch lines, and I'll show you what I mean in a minute, because my picture's coming up. There's mine. That's the broken bridge. And so anyway, that was the bridge, and now let's go check out the park. Are you ready? Here we go. So it looks like the park is closed, but it really isn't. They've put barricades across the front there, you can see, but they haven't cut off the parking that is along the road there. So you actually could fly from inside the park without going to the edge there. and it probably would have been safer for us to do that because our flight line was very, very tight. But what I did on my third battery was to map this park here all the way up to that water tower and the church right next to it there. And we're going to go and take a better look at that tower. What do you say? I like orbiting towers. It's a great use for the app to get a really nice solid orbit. And so here's the orbit. First you throw it into the orbit, then I hit the right stick all the way to the right, and then I pull back and out and away. But I didn't do that here. I just did a simple orbit and pitched my camera up and down a little bit. You can see there's a church. There's a cross on that building right next to it there. Doesn't look like a very big parking lot, so I guess it must not have a lot of people come here. But there is parking over there, down there to the left, as you can see. So now what I did is after this flight is I mapped the park. And so we're going to take a look at that in a minute. Well, okay, here's that mapping mission on Drone Deploy. This is 311 images stitched together after a flight path. And let's just take a look at the whole park. This is in real time as of 2 days ago. And we were to the left of the barricades. You can see there are barricades up along the promenade here at the leading edge of the water. Apparently they're doing some renovation there, or they just shut the park down for social distancing, whatever. But the Mavic 2, I flew this at 200 feet altitude, and it didn't capture that tower. You can see that circular down there to the right, lower right. But there it is. Now I think we're going to hit the Explore. Yeah, now this is the fly button. This here will upload the mapping mission to the aircraft. You can see there's 16 acres. It's an 18-minute, a little over 18-minute flight time. We can't look at this in 3D on my iPad, so we're just looking at this just the way it is. Now you can survey this with false colors and use, this is the plant health part of the app, and you can see what it does there. It gives us if this was crops in the field, you'd be able to see that. And this here is the what do you call it, the elevation, and the trees and the buildings are of higher elevation than the land, so that's that. And now we're just going to look at this again in the progress report or annotation report. So that's an annotation report of the two flights that I did there. So that there was our flight with the Jersey droners and my buddy Paul Tarantino. He's somewhere back there. Hold on, here he comes. Yep, there's Paul, and we sure had a good day. After that, we went over to Great Adventure and got some footage from there. You're definitely going to want to check that out. Yeah, baby. Hoo-wee! Bink.